Ran into the appearance of 3 stories. Oh, just getting a design from the beginning was a nightmare for us. And then we finally walked the structural engineer through. And then he's like, yeah, what did you want to do with the house? You know, a little deflating. I got to say, after the first 6 months, I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. He's like, you know, by the time we're done, you'll have just rebuilt the house, right? We're not going to save any of the features in the house. And, you know, I'm with a lot of the people here. I love the California craftsman. That is why we bought it. Unfortunately, we are not able to save it or salvage any of it, regretfully. At this point, you know, we started over after that 6 months and worked with our architect again to come up with a brand new plan. You know, we had to lower the house to meet the height requirements and the appearance of 3 stories. We tried to make it fit into the hill. We intentionally kept it under 4,000 square feet because I didn't want to go through plan commission, and, you know, we didn't ask for anything special. I was like, it's no need. We're a family of 4. You know, maybe our in-laws might move in with us someday. 4,000 square feet, we can make it work. We'll get through faster. We'll be able to build it. You know, and here we are at the last minute, right? We got the plans through city at least first. We got comments back. I was like, all right, we should go apply for a demo permit. So on January 5th, I applied for the demo permit. On January 6th, you guys brought up let's have a moratorium on demolition permits. I was like, this is like a nightmare for me, right? The demo, the water thing was even a nightmare for me. I was like having a heart attack 3 months prior. So it's kind of gone on and on for us. This house has become kind of a nightmare for me. Seems pretty abrupt without really
Mr. Brown, Councilmember has a question for you.
Yeah, Mr. Brown, this is really a tough story to hear. I mean, most of us in here have been through home renovations or buying and selling of a home, and I have tremendous sympathy for me. However, I'm wanting to, maybe you could be clear for me. When you bought this home, you said you knew it had structural problems.
Yes.
So I'm kind of wondering why now you seem to be perplexed by the fact that it has structural problems.
Oh, no. I was never perplexed that we had structural problems. I thought we'd be able to overcome it. Mm-hmm. We knew we'd have to build a new foundation, all right? There's pipe jacks underneath the house holding it up. Mm-hmm. They had propped it up with 4x4 posts willy-nilly. I mean, we knew it had some issues. The floors are pretty wavy. I honestly thought we'd be able to salvage at least, you know, some of the front end of the house, which looked great. And I was like, you know, we just got to come up with design. We'll put in a new foundation, and it's going to work out. We had contractors walk through. Like I said, we did our due diligence, I felt, to begin with.
So what happens that you're not able to do that? That original plan?
Our original plans, you know, we could never come up with a plan that met staff's 3 stories. I mean, we kind of wanted to expand it. Upstairs, the ceilings are pretty low. There's not a lot of square footage upstairs. We wanted to have 3 bedrooms. Well, we really wanted to have 4 bedrooms, but just getting what we wanted out of the house, it ended up, we were just going to end up like attaching another building on the side of the house, which was somewhat unacceptable for me from aesthetic point of view, but that's where we ended up. And then we actually walked the structural engineer through, which my fault for not having done like probably day 1, but that's what I did. And he was like, you know, there's so much everything else. All the walls are probably somewhat lacking in structural integrity. If you look up close, the front windows with giant front pane windows, you know, there's bows where the weight has taken its time over, where the weight has taken its, you know, it's compromised the structural integrity of it. It just became, yeah, like one thing after another. Like, you know, we were talking about the other demo where they knocked down part of it, and they're like, you know what, we got to take down the rest. That's going to be that house. If we would have started demoing, there just would have been no stopping.
Okay, thank you.
So that's where.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brown. Appreciate it.